High Impact Radio 102.1 FM. The future is now.
Hello and welcome to On Record, where every word matters on High Impact 102.1 FM. I am Olumide Shokoya. We are also streaming live on YouTube and on X, formerly known as Twitter, at High Impact 102.1 FM. You can also watch us live on High Impact Television on Iconsat 42 degree East. On the program, we discuss actions and inactions of government, ministries, departments, and agencies, as well as business and health affairs that shape our worldview. The program also encapsulates personalities and institutions that make decisions that affect the lives of the people, one way or the other. And then we also avail you, our listener, the opportunity of calling into the program and ask questions from our guest on the topic of discussion for today. Once again, welcome to On Record, where every word matters. In Nigeria today, technology is everywhere in our lives, including how we sleep. Even though technology has many good sides, it also affects our sleep in ways we might not notice. Using smartphones, tablets, laptops late into the night can disturb our sleep. Knowing how technology affects our sleep and adopting better sleep habits can help us sleep better. Interesting. One main way technology affects sleep is through blue light from screens. Now, this blue light can stop the production of melatonin. This hormone that helps us sleep. That's the hormone that helps us sleep. Without enough melatonin, it is hard to fall asleep or even stay asleep. Now, research shows that people who use electronic devices before bed often have trouble falling asleep and don't sleep well. So, it is important to reduce screen time in the evening to sleep better. Now, another issue is the exciting content we find on our devices and stories and all that. On social media, news, and entertainment can keep our minds active when we should be relaxing. Now, using these platforms close to bedtime can also make us stressed and anxious, making it hard to sleep. Now, instead, we should create a bedtime routine that helps us relax. Reading a book, meditating, or taking a warm bath can help our minds prepare for our sleep. Now, also checking our phones in the middle of the night, which I'm also guilty of, can also mess up our sleep. Notifications and alerts can wake us up and disturb our sleep. It is better to keep phones out of the bedroom, or at least silence notifications at night. Yes, silence notifications at night. Put it on do not disturb or whatnot. Now, using a regular alarm clock instead of a phone can also reduce the temptation to check social media or messages during the night. Now, to have a better sleep, we should go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. So the weekends are not spared out. Now, having a regular sleep schedule helps our body's internal clock work better. Now, we should also make our bedroom sleep friendly by keeping them cool, dark, and quiet. Using blackout curtains, earplugs, or white noise machine can help. Now, a comfortable mattress and pillows are also important for good sleep. We should avoid caffeine. I repeat it again. And heavy meals before bed. Caffeine can keep us awake. Now, and heavy or spicy meals can also cause discomfort or indigestion, which can interrupt our sleep. Now, it is better to have a light snack if needed, and finish eating at least 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. That means if your bedtime is probably 9 o'clock, you should be done, eating anything as late as 7 p.m. Regular exercise can also be important for good sleep. It also helps regulate our sleep-wake cycle and can reduce insomnia. However, we should not exercise too close to bedtime as it can keep us awake. So it is better to exercise earlier in the day. Have you got questions for my guest this morning? The phone line 0700 1021 1021. 0700 1021 1021. It will be open shortly, and in the meantime, you can also send WhatsApp messages to 0907 224 5018. 0907 224 5018. We'll take a breather here now and return to begin the conversation. Stay tuned.
High Impact Radio 102.1 FM. The future is now.
Welcome to the high side of life. Join us every day at High Impact 102.1 FM, your urban lifestyle station.
I just want to be yeah.
Do you know bad production can kill a great content idea?
Do you want to have a photo shoot, audio production, or do you need a professional voiceover artist?
Do you simply want unmatched cinematography, video production, or just event coverage, such as weddings, birthdays, or burials?
Or do you need a space for meetings or conferences? All these are possible with High Impact Studios. Don't bring down your creativity, let's help you take it high.
And out of this world with our state-of-the-art equipment and first-class studio space.
We give you the quality you deserve at the best rate.
For more details, call 0706 393 5694 or 0915 958 1881. High Impact Studios, the future.
Tease your taste buds from a world of delectable choices. High Impact Planet. Fun just got real.
Back to On Record, where every word matters on High Impact 102.1 FM. To join the conversation, call 0700 1021 1021. 0700 1021 1021. Or you can send WhatsApp messages to 0907 224 5018. 0907 224 5018. We are also streaming live on YouTube and on X, formerly known as Twitter, at High Impact 102.1 FM. You can also watch us live on television on Iconsat 42 degree East. We'll be looking at the impact of technology on sleep, tips for better sleep hygiene in Nigeria. And joining us via telephone is Tuyi Meba Wando. I hope I got that name correct. He is a public health specialist and publisher, Health Nika. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me. Good morning, everybody. It's a brand new week. I hope you guys had wonderful sleep.
Most definitely. But it's a good thing that we're actually talking about sleep. Maybe I would even ask some questions, personal questions regarding my sleep pattern. But let's start off. Earlier on, I was talking about blue light from screen. Now, most of us, if not, well, not all of us, but let's say I'm speaking for myself, for instance, I always like to have my phone, by the bedside because, I get some emergency calls and all that. And the blue light is always, most smartphones have this blue light, this bright light which shines, brighter in the night. Now, so what specific effect does blue light from screens have on our sleep hormones, and how can we mitigate these effects on our daily lives?
Hello, you may have to speak a bit louder for me to hear, because sometimes you drift off, sometimes you come on.
All right.
I think you're asking about what screen light.
Let me repeat the question again. I said, what specific effect does the blue light from screens, phone screens, smartphones, have on our sleep hormones, and how can we mitigate these effects on our daily lives?
Yeah. Interestingly, we are in a modern world where a lot of gadgets and technology are being used, and some of this technology is actually putting quite a stress on our sleep and sleep pattern. One of the things you mentioned is actually a blue light. What the blue light does is to trick the brain into thinking that it's a wake state. And when the brain is tricked into that kind of mode, what you now see that there's actually reduction in the secretion of melatonin. Melatonin is the hormone that is necessary to lull you to sleep. Okay? That tricking is there. So, flashlight, other bright lights in your bedroom, blue lights from your TV, from your handset, and from your iPad and handheld devices, can actually trick your brain into thinking that you are still doing in the daytime, and then it's one of the killers of sleep. So we have those sleep killers. And of course, technology impacts so much on sleep that it's important for us to understand how to relate to sleep in this era of technology. And by the way, when you talk about health, three key things are very important in health. One is exercise, second is nutrition, and the third is sleep. As far as we are concerned, this is one of the things that we look away from in this part of the world, or even worldwide. The hustle and bustle of modern life is putting a lot of pressure and anxiety on us. It's denying us of sleep and all the benefits that can come from sleep. What are these benefits? Of course, immune system is strengthened if you sleep properly. Your heart health, cardiovascular problems is reduced. You can manage your weight very well if you sleep. Memory and learning is better, and then of course growth, the human growth and relaxation is more wonderful when you sleep properly. And of course the recommendation has been 7 to 8 hours. So you need quality sleep to be able to function in this world as quality as possible. And then, because if you look at those stages of sleep, especially the stage 2 and 3 are very, very essential to repairing tissues of the body, to repairing the brain, to really give secretions that will help you, remember things and function well during the day. It is obvious that if you lack sleep, your daytime will be poor. Your daytime activity will be poor, and then you will not be able to function properly. Your memory will be challenged, your attention deficit, your stress level will increase. Lack of sleep increases stress or anxiety, and anxiety also gives you lack of sleep. So it's important that in a modern time you figure out how to give yourself a good sleep.
Okay.
And technology, it becomes very important. First of all, bedroom is what we call sleep hygiene. Happen mainly in the bedroom. You have to keep away all technology gadgets away from bedroom.
Okay,
no TV.
sorry to cut you short. Now, in the case of certain professionals, I mean, like myself, doctors who must have their phones close by in case of emergencies, how do you advise they go about it?
Yes, I know that the nature of some work, you get less sleep. We are still telling you, 5 to 6 hours of sleep. If you cannot sleep during the work time, you can sleep during the day. You can take a series of naps that can help you, because you must go through all the 3 stages, especially that stage 3 of sleep, where which is actually the stage where a lot of repairs happen in your tissues, in your heart, in your body, where your body is renewed and reformed during the sleep. And then if you want to get to that REM stage, a stage of complete paralysis of your body, where you now have to dream. Okay? All these things happen to repair your body, because you also need attention to be able to do your work properly. But I know that that's what we call adjustment and adaptation of the human body. The people that can sleep less are very few, and they get through this by training. And they must compensate for that sleep through some other means, in such a way that when they have to sleep, they have to really sleep very well and have that touch of sleep that gives them repair. So if your work involves you having to deny yourself from stay awake, spend the time you are not at work to also catch some rest and sleep. Get involved in meditation, that can help repair your body system. Adjust your nutrition in such a way that those things you are lacking when you are not sleeping, you can get also. But at the end of the day, you still have to really find time to sleep, even if it means napping, daily napping.
All right.
Napping, I mean.
All right, thank you very much for that. So let's move on. Can you explain how some common sleep disorders in Nigeria, like insomnia, sleep apnea, are influenced by, this excessive use of technology, and how we can find a way around it? Yes, we operate in a technology-driven economy and all that. Most organizations are technology-driven. So how can we, find our way around insomnia and sleep apnea?
Yes, sleep apnea or insomnia. Insomnia is that when you get less than 4 hours of sleep in a day, and in reality, you can't get to that stage 4 of sleep. I mean, you need to get to that stage 4. Maybe for some clarity, we have the light stage of sleep, whereby you are still sleeping, but again, you are still aware of what's going on in your surroundings. Any noise will wake you up from the sleep. Then you then have to the deep sleep. You are not aware of your surroundings. Your breathing slows. Your body's temperature goes down a bit, and and your eyes stop rolling in a way. At the level of stage 3, your brain wave and muscle relaxation further slows down. Nobody, you cannot be waking from that sleep easily, except by deep noise. And if they take you from that sleep, you wake up disoriented. And then a lot of tissue repair occurs, growth hormone is released, and then you enter the REM stage of sleep, where your eyes gradually roll, your BP goes up this time, respiration goes up, and you are in the dream stage. Then the beauty of that is that you have paralysis of your muscles, so that when you are dreaming, you don't start jumping up and acting on your dream. Okay, having said that, what do you do in this technological, technology phone world, technology of course, or much of technology, and we still need sleep. Now, first thing you do is that you have to take stock of all your tech key and gadgets in your bedroom. The bedroom hygiene is so key. You have to take stock. In fact, your bedding when you are sleeping must be comfortable, not the one that is going to ache your back, ache your neck. Your pillow must be nice and good. Your bedding and bedsheet must be very clean, and then the temperature must be optimal, because you get better sleep at a lower temperature. The lower temperature is very essential for you to be able to get to that stage 3 and 4 of your sleep. So all your gadgets must be kept outside your room, okay? In the sense that you keep them outside the room, you attach them outside your room, and then try to turn off a lot of those notifications. If you are doing a critical work that requires you to wake up early, use alarm system. Don't use your phone to do your alarm. Start to reward yourself for obeying all these things.
All right.
And,
If I may come in,
instead
sorry to. Can you differentiate? What's the difference between having an alarm and the alarm on your phone? What effect do both of them or each of them have on our sleep
the tendency
patterns?
is that if you have your phone near your bedside, if you wake up in the night,
Yes.
you want to pick the phone and look at it.
Okay.
Then there's some thinking that happens that disturbs your sleep. There's what we call fear of missing out, FOMO, FOMO. People don't want to miss out on anything. What's going on? What has happened? Is America this thing? Is that going to doing that? Is this and that? Anytime in the night, who are sending message, they want to, because the world is connected now. Why some people are awake, we are sleeping. People want to check the phone at any point in time. So for that fear of missing out. So for us, it is advised that in reality, keep your phone away when you are sleeping. It's just, at most it's just about 6-7 hours. So take all those gadgets away from you. Keep your room temperature good. I mean, that's why a good basin will help you sleep better because it lowers your temperature. If your room is very hot, of course you are going to have problem with sleeping. Of course, sweating will raise your temperature, and then you won't be able to sleep properly. So once we overcome that, we can take gadgets away. We can have a way to relate to gadgets outside our bedroom. Honestly, we're going to get some respite because you need that sleep to wake your brain next day.
All right. Talking about technology, also, would you advise those who like to watch television late into the night? What would you advise them to do? Would that help or would that mitigate sleeping patterns?
Fortunately, technology can even help dream and can help you to sleep. Because there are different wearables that can help you monitor your hour of sleep. Yes, it may not be too reliable, but again, there's something to start from. I think if you're having challenges, for instance, you need to first of all take some basic assessment of your sleep pattern.
Okay.
Do you snore? Do you feel tired or fatigued? Or sleepy during the daytime? Or you're just waking up, you are feeling fatigued, you are feeling tired, you are feeling sleepy. You choke or gasp during sleep. People tell you, you are making noise. You choke, you gasp when you're sleeping. Do you have high blood pressure? What's your body mass index? How old are you? Do you have large neck? No, because lack of sleep is produce what we call brain fog. It produces fatigue of waking, it will cause lack of concentration, and then it will compel you to want to nap, and then affect quality of work. So it is important that instead of thinking of watching your film during your sleep time, watch if you have to.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Thereabout and test. That's sufficient for your sleep, and then go to sleep and wake up by 6. Done 8 hours. So
okay.
It is important to time the watching of your film either before your sleep or after you might have slept and woken up.
All right. Quickly, I'm sorry to cut you short. Let's go on a short break, and we will be back. Stay tuned.
High Impact Radio 102.1 FM. The future is now.
Welcome to the high side of life. Join us every day at High Impact 102.1 FM, your urban lifestyle station.
I just want to be
Something big is in town. Something powerful and majestic. A mammoth creation destined to become a legend by all who encounter it. High Impact Planet, Nigeria's biggest family theme park with facilities designed for friends, families, or large groups under a relaxing atmosphere. Be welcomed by wowing displays of animatronics, thrill out with realistic arcade games, or enjoy a number of thrilling heart-racing park rides. Experience the 5D and 12D cinemas and challenge your mates with bumper cars and go-kart races. Don't forget to slide into the ice rink or simply take time out to enjoy a pizza at our delightful restaurant and dessert spot or at the exquisite club lounge. High Impact Planet, 12 Lagos Ibadan Expressway, Ibafo, opposite MFM Prayer City. Visit high-impactplanet.com for details and inquiries. Fun just got real.
Foment, foment, foment.
Welcome to the high side of life. Join us every day at Times at 102.1 FM, your urban lifestyle station.
I just want to be yeah.
Hello and welcome back to On Record, where every word matters on High Impact 102.1 FM. We are live on High Impact. We are live on High Impact Television, I beg your pardon, on Iconside 42 Degree East. We are also streaming live on YouTube and on X, formerly known as Twitter, at High Impact 102.1 FM. You can also join the conversation. Call 0700 1021 1021. 0700 1021 1021 or send WhatsApp messages to 0907 224 5018 or 0907 224 5018. We're still looking at the impact of technology on sleep and tips for better sleep hygiene in Nigeria with Tuyu Mebawando, a public health specialist and publisher of Health Nika. Now, I was going to get to this. Children at home, now that we are also in a technology-driven country, we have lots of children, with their pads, their phones, and whatnot, and all that. So, how can parents effectively balance their children's use of educational technology while ensuring they get enough quality sleep?
In fact, it is a troubling experience or troubling happening. We introduce children to technology too early, and indeed unnecessary technology. In fact, in some other countries now, they are considering restriction of smartphone to age 14. They are not 14, don't take smartphone, because actually it takes away sleep from them, leads to more anxiety, and leads to poor performance in some key areas. So now, in our own case, we seem not to have restriction. We think that these children are distracting us, and the way to solve the problem is to give smartphone to them for them to request it. I don't think it's helping the brain of the children. What we have known from time immemorial is that you increase the skill of those children by sitting them down, reading books to them reading books, and then writing and talking to them, and that. Now, normally, even we as children, there's a time for us to go to sleep. Our parents will tell us, what are you still doing now? Go and sleep. And for children, they need more sleep, more hours of sleep, usually up to 10 hours of sleep, compared to adults of 6 to 8. So now, it's for us to actually prepare those children for bed early. By 8, I expect, any child to be on bed. I mean, like taking the dinner and then be sleeping. And then take away gadgets from their room. I understand that some good music can help baby sleep well. Maybe the music can be, but light the room very well. I mean, lower the light in the room and then take them to bed very early. As much as possible, the use of gadgets for these children should be controlled. Parents should learn that this thing is not helping them. It's a part of big contributor to anxiety level of the children, because they're exposed to stimulation that may not be too appropriate for their mental state. So, gadgets does more damage to children than even depriving them of sleep. Does a lot of things to their mental state. We should limit.
All right. Also, what about children in? Of course, we have children who go from home to school. What about children in boarding schools? How can the school authorities, how can they help, in making sure that children get enough, quality sleep time?
Indeed, I am a product of boarding house. In my secondary school, all of us were in boarding house, so I can speak from that point. At that level, our lives are well regulated. You finish from your prep, after your dinner, you move straight, a little break, and then you go for your prep. Usually about 1 or 2 hours of prep. At the prep, you enter your dorm. At your dorm, there's a light out period, and you have to be on your bed. You have not be seen walking around. By 5 or so, you are waking up to come and do some exercise, and then go take your shower, go take your breakfast, and go to the assembly hall. At boarding house, it's better regulated. But now boarding house, and most of the boarding house do not allow gadgets in the boarding house. What you are there for is to read. I think you have to actually enforce that. If you want to use your gadget, you must wait till you get to your house. If you need a call, there must be a general place where parents can make phone call, and then they can call you up to pick a phone call. What will gadget be doing for the house students? They will see students smuggling, we see parents trying to claim some entitlement. It's not proper. So I'm sure that principals or the guardians in those for the house, they are well versed enough to know that cell phone gadgets are not just or smartphones, just gadgets are safe. And not supposed to be used in boarding house. No.
All right, thank you very much. Now, this question is really, really important. In what ways do Nigerian cultural practices, and lifestyle choices impact sleep hygiene, especially concerning technology use?
Now, what we're seeing most of the time in Nigeria space or in technology is actually the use of social media that is being used to push all sorts of narratives that everybody's, keeps making and all those stuff. And you look at people at night, even at work, you see them getting stuck with their phone, disturbing their own sleep, and making lengthy phone calls. So, what has actually impacted negatively on the sleep pattern of sleep hygiene of Nigerians as far as technology is concerned relates essentially to the habit of watching late night movies, taking all night chats, and then making phone calls even when they're supposed to be sleeping. So, in reality, how do we change that? Most of the things that we take for granted, parents used to be the call people that regulate behavior at home. Parenting is becoming challenge, then are having children, and then phone is seen as a status symbol. So, but apart from that, our cultural practices has not, especially unless one is put into media or social media, what. Apart from that, our cultural practices actually encourage you to sleep. This is limited time where you can sleep and tell you what to do. And of course, the cultural practices of those days, when some of us were very small, is that by the evening, one another who tells a story. Okay, we tell a story, and then after that story, we go right ahead and go and sleep. And our meal is had early enough. Of course, usually when the moon is out, we do some run around. So in the moonlight, just stay around. Instantly, when the time is going to 8 or so, your parents start calling you. You have to come in and sleep. But modernity, technology, and lifestyle change all that.
All right, thank you very much for that. Just before we go, what are the key indicators that technology use is negatively, impacting our sleep? And when should someone consider seeking professional help? At what degree do you have to, or when do you, what are the tell signs that would make you know that, yes, I need to seek medical help or professional help?
Look at the anxiety level and stress level generally in society. Quite a lot. Some of them actually, they are at work, they are sleeping. That is the self that you have to do something. Okay. People that hand to their phone non-stop. That you have to do something. Like I shared earlier, if somebody say I snore a lot, I feel tired or fatigued. Early in the morning when I'm waking up, during the daytime, I'm always feeling sleepy. I can't do much. I can't focus. I become irritable, because a lot of people, you see them, they are irritable, they cannot focus, they must drink something to bring them up. They have brain fog, they are fatigued, they cannot concentrate. So, and then they have need for naps during the day. More than, once the naps goes beyond 20 minutes, then you know that you're having a problem with sleep. These are some of the telltale signs. Some can even have headache. Headache is a result of the stress, having headache, intractable headache, which is a sign of stress. Sudden weight gain that you cannot explain, and sudden cramps all over the joints and the waist to be some telltale sign of lack of sleep. So at the end of the day, we need to take our record to do a check on our sleep level.
All right, thank you very much. Lastly, just this last question before we go. How do diet and physical activities such as exercises and all that, how do they interact with technology use to influence sleep quality? And what recommendations do you have for balancing, these factors?
Now, thank you for that important question. What we see is that the present life now puts a lot of pressure on you that you eat a lot of junk food. It won't help your sleep. And then secondly, eating late will not help your sleep, because you need that you need to be able to digest your your food before you sleep. It won't help your sleep in a way. So another thing is that taking heavy food can affect the quality of your sleep, especially in the evening. People who are fond of taking coffee, we advise them to take tea and coffee to take them about 2 hours or 3 hours before going to bed. Coffee, tea decrease the quality of sleep you are going to have. Now, exercise. Now, we want to look for vigorous exercise before you sleep. If you're going to do an exercise that is quite stressful, make sure you do it maximum by mid-afternoon. That's the time you should do it, or maybe by answering. Because if you do a lot of exercise, by the time it's evening, exercise makes your body hot or warm a bit. That is not good for sleep. A warm, hot body is not good for sleep. You need your temperature to come down a bit. Then you can do some stretching. Around the bed. Just do stretching for one or people walking. That can further enhance your sleep. So you see that if the exercise is so vigorous, you stop your sleep, but you just like to help your sleep. The diet must be, not a heavy one, not the one that can make you frequently go to the toilet or urinate the night, run away from caffeine. These are some of the things that help you sleep. Now, technology and exercise. Those who have a programmed exercise on their wearables, give gap for sleep. Not need that heavy exercise near you. But other thing is that you have high blood pressure, so you must eat in such a way that don't consume too much salt. Don't consume things that will make you wake up in the night and urinate every time. So these are important guidelines.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much for this powerful discussion we just had on sleep and in the impact of technology on sleep. We do hope to hear from you again.
It's my pleasure. Let's keep discussion first. Make sure that you readjust your technology, your gadgets in your bedroom. Make sure that you try to catch quality sleep. Good for your health, good for your mental state, good for the country.
All right, thank you very much. That was the voice of Tuyi Meba-Wondu, a public health specialist and publisher, Health Maker. He was discussing and shedding more light on the impact of technology on sleep, with tips for better sleep hygiene in Nigeria. This is where we draw the curtains on today's program, On Record, where every word matters. Keep listening to High Impact 102.1 FM. Join us tomorrow, same time, same station. Keep watching High Impact Television on Nikonsat 42 degree East. I am Olumide Shokoya. Good morning.
High Impact Radio 102.1 FM. The future is now.
Do you know bad production can kill a great content idea?
Do you want to have a photo shoot, audio production, or do you need a professional voiceover artist?
Do you simply want unmatched cinematography, video production, or just event coverage, such as weddings, birthdays, or burials?
Or do you need a space for meetings or conferences? All these are possible with High Impact Studios. Don't bring down your creativity, let's help you take it high.
And out of this world with our state-of-the-art equipment and first-class studio space.
We give you the quality you deserve at the best rate.
For more details, call 0706 393 5694 or 0915 958 1881. High Impact Studios, the future.
Tease your taste buds from a world of delectable choices. High Impact Planet. Fun just got real.